Today we're making my easy jam drops. You can find the recipe on page 58 of my new cookbook, Something Sweet. And the recipe is also on my website, sweetestmenu.com. We're going to begin by creaming together our butter and sugar. So you want your butter to be nice and soft so that it's very easy to mix. I'm going to pop this on my kitchen scale and I'm just going to add my caster sugar. You can use granulated sugar or white sugar in this recipe. We just often use caster sugar as it's nice and fine. It's actually not that much sugar in this recipe either. And then just grab your mixer. You could use a stand mixer, but I'm just going to use a hand mixer today. So start on low, and then as that butter softens, you can turn it up to medium speed. Now you don't need to mix it for too long, like you might a cake. You don't need to fully cream the butter and sugar. We're just mixing it until it's combined, so that's fine. Then we're just going to add 1 egg yolk and our vanilla, which I don't even bother measuring anymore. What do they say? Measure with your heart. And then we'll give that a mix again just to combine for a minute or so. Perfect. Now we're going to add our flour. So again, I'm going to get out my kitchen scale. All my recipes have cup measurements, but I do recommend using a kitchen scale if you can. It is just so much more accurate, and in something like this with little biscuits, is adding even just an extra tablespoon of flour is going to prevent them from spreading, and it could make your cookies turn out quite dry and affect the texture. So it's worth the $30 to get a kitchen scale if you're going to invest in baking. There we go, perfect, 75. So a tiny bit of baking powder just for a little bit of lift. Measure that out, and then just a little bit of salt. And then you could mix this by hand or just finish it off with your mixer since we've already got it out. And it may look a bit dry and crumbly at first, but don't worry, you've got to trust the recipe on this one because it will come together. It's already starting to change there. What I like to do is just bring it together with the mixer, and then I'll probably swap it over for a spatula towards the end, like now. So I'm going to get a spatula and just give it a bit of a mix, and you'll see it start to come together. Now, to ensure these cookies don't spread too much in the oven, because we kind of want them to be nice and plump and hold that jam in the middle, we're going to roll out the balls and then pop them in the fridge just for 30 minutes. And you'll get something that resembles this lovely soft cookie dough. So even in my recipe, I say it might look a little dry and crumbly, but keep mixing. So there you go. Making sure you don't get anxious. I'm just going to get out a baking tray. I'm going to line it with a piece of baking paper. And I've got my trusty cookie scoop here. To make sure these are all the same size, I am actually going to weigh out the cookie dough. It's an extra step, and look, you don't have to. A lot of the time, if I'm just making them with my kids, I wouldn't bother. But because I'm making them for you, and when I did them in the book, we did portion them out so they were perfect. So let's see, it says about 35 grams of dough. So this is another time when your kitchen scale will come in really handy. Yeah. Oh, 35 on the dot. I have done this many times. So just give it a little squeeze so it comes together if it's still a little bit dry, but it should be quite nice and smooth now. And then roll it smooth in the palms of your hands, and then we'll pop it on our baking tray. And then rinse and repeat. So once you've rolled out all your cookie dough, we're going to make the thumbprint and fill it with jam. So you can use the end of a wooden spoon or something else that's a similar shape, but I do actually like using my thumb. If your thumb's too big, you could use your finger. The kids actually love helping me with this. There's really no trick to it. Now I'm just going to go in with my jam. Just going to use a teaspoon. Oh, I missed one. It's weird. There we go. I'm just going to go in with a teaspoon, quite a small amount just to fill up that hole. And then what we'll do is we'll bake them and then we'll fill them up a tiny bit more after they've been baked. Because it does kind of bake into the cookie and reduce the amount of jam a little bit. There we go. Now I'll just pop these in the fridge for about 30 minutes just to chill a little bit to prevent them from overspreading before we bake them. So these have been chilling for about 20 to 30 minutes. I'm getting a little impatient. And I've preheated the oven to 160 or 320. And then we're going to pop these in for about 11 to 12 minutes. They'll spread just a little bit and go nice and golden around the edges. So that's been about 11 minutes. Let's check on our cookies. So you can see they're looking a little bit soft and haven't quite gone golden around the edges. So I'm just going to leave them in for a couple more minutes. They are ready and they look beautiful. So I just need to let them cool down, but while they're doing their thing, I'm going to top up the jam like we talked about before. So I'm just going to let the cookies firm up slightly before moving them over to the cooling rack, and I'm just going to add in a little bit more jam. As you can see, some of the jam has slightly disappeared in the oven. And I like to have lots of jam on my jam drops. So we haven't really talked about what to expect with these cookies, and they are like a shortbread, really soft, really chewy, and then they're full of that sweet jam. I also add lots of vanilla into my recipe, and the egg yolk gives them chewiness. And as you can see, they spread out just the right amount. These would be great for a bake sale, for the kids, or taking them into the office to share with your co-workers. They travel quite well and they keep really well too. So there you have it, perfect jam drops, just like the book. So now the only thing to do, they've almost cooled, they're still a little bit warm, but I can't wait to tuck in and try one. Oh, they're so buttery. Don't leave me here with all of these.